All right, let's bring in Dan Bongino, Fox News contributor and author of Exonerated, the Failed Takedown of President Donald Trump by the Swamp. Hey, Mr. Bongino,
Dan.
Good morning to you.
Good to see you all. You know, it's on my bucket list to go to a Mountaineers college football game and sing Country Roads at the end. If you haven't seen that, check it out on YouTube. It's something to behold.
It is indeed. Listen, we weren't looking at YouTube yesterday. We were looking at 60 Minutes. Fiona Hill, of course, she testified during the impeachment proceedings. She was asked a couple of questions about Ukrainian and Russian interference with the election, and she had an eye-opening conversation with Leslie Stahl. We're going to play it and get your take on this. Watch.
This whole issue of blaming Ukraine for meddling in the 2016 election that you spoke out against during the hearings, I mean, that really, isn't it? That really is spreading Russian disinformation, right?
This is very much a fictional narrative that has been propagated by the Russian intelligence services.
And a lot of those Republicans were promoting it. And do they not know that it's Russian disinformation?
Members of Congress have been briefed repeatedly on issues like this.
What about the Democrats? Have they also propagated any Russian disinformation?
Yes, they have. I mean, in the sense of talking about the president as being illegitimate.
Well, look at that, Dan Bongino.
Well, first, let me say, talking about illegitimate information, 60 Minutes has gone all in on propaganda themselves. Between that interview and the attack on Dr. Fauci last night with these leading questions, trying to make this a Donald Trump event, it was just really disturbing. Now, regarding Fiona Hill, I can't for the life of me, Steve, understand why a respected person like Fiona Hill continues to embarrass herself on the national stage and say things that are absurd and patently false. Ukrainian interference in the 2016 election, okay, let's get this crystal clear and straight, is a distinct and separate event from the known period Russian interference in the 2016 election. They are not the same thing. But calling Ukrainian interference in the 2016 election fictional is outrageously stupid. Just go to the sworn testimony of Nellie Orr, wife of Justice Department official Bruce Orr, who swore on the record up on Capitol Hill, Steve, that she was getting information from a Ukrainian parliamentarian about the Trump campaign. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. Use the internet. This isn't hard. Does she not see this? And one more thing. We already have people like Teleshenko and other Ukrainians who are, again, on the record saying that former Democrat Party officials approached them trying to get information about the Trump team. Again, did she miss this? I don't know why she keeps humiliating herself and saying this. It's bizarre.
But, Dan, a couple of things. I really don't know anybody who knows this case better backwards and forwards than you. I really don't, and it's in your books. But if you watch the interview with Fiona Hill, she does not insult the president. And at one point, Leslie Stahl pulls back and says, you know, are you going out of your way not to criticize the president? She goes, because that's what Vladimir Putin wants. And that's what Democrats are playing into. So I actually thought that it's worth it to take a look. The Ukrainian section aside, she was trying to see the big picture, and she was trying to be pro-American, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know, Brian, I get it. I watched the interview, too. There's portions of it where she says, well, Donald Trump does a decent job. He asks probing questions. He kind of he has a different managerial style. Right. I get that. But the problem with that is I'm sorry, guys, I'm not willing to give anybody a pass anymore. That piece she's putting out there, that Ukrainian interference is fiction, is extremely damaging. And she's a respected person on both sides. She has an obligation to speak the truth, and she doesn't get a pass because she said a few nice and flowery words about the president. I'm sorry.
No,
it
she
just
didn't
doesn't
say a
work
few
that
nice.
way.
She did not insult the president, would not play into Leslie Stahl's question.
Hey, Dan, we wanted to ask you about this. This is the headline on Axios. Donald Trump Jr. says he'll debate Hunter Biden and release his taxes. Listen to this interview on Axios on HBO.
I was an international business person before my father got into politics. That's what we did. But I haven't benefited from my father's taxpayer-funded office. Okay? Hunter Biden, his father becomes VP. All of a sudden, he goes over to the Ukraine, and he's making 83 grand a month. So, you know what would be great? I'll let you host it. You moderate a debate between Hunter Biden and myself. Come on. Let's do it. No. transparency, we show everything, and we can talk about all of the places where I'm supposedly grifting, but Hunter Biden isn't.
Make
Dan?
it pay-per-view.
Would Hunter do
Oh,
it?
God, you beat me to the punch, Steve. Shame on you. I wanted to say that. Yes, let me just pretend you didn't just say that. I think we should make it pay-per-view and donate it all to charity. That's the greatest idea. Thank you, buddy. Folks, listen, this is hilarious. Think about the dichotomy here. You have Donald Trump Jr., who was relentlessly investigated for a Moscow hotel deal under the Trump empire that never happened. Ever. The deal did not happen. Never happened. And yet Hunter Biden, with a deal that did happen for $80,000 a month for skills Hunter Biden does not possess to work in Ukraine while his dad was the vice president, Hunter Biden gets a pass largely by many in the media. Not all. Some have looked into it, but very few. The dichotomy here is absolutely ridiculous. It's so unbelievable and hypocritical.
Right, and Don Jr. takes on all questions, all comers, much like his dad, who at one point he says, my dad did tell me to lighten up a little bit on Twitter, which is amazing for Donald Trump to tell his son to lighten up on Twitter.
I love the president, but that is that's a little strange right there. I got to agree with you on that one.
All right. Dan Bongino joined us from down in sunny Florida. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks, guys.